Hi, this is Craig, and in this video today you're going to learn about how to record an acoustic guitar on a Taylor versus a Breedlove in my home recording studio. Hi, this is Craig from Craig Colley Music. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Today we're going to continue our series on how to record a song from start to finish. And we're going to learn today how to record an acoustic guitar, but this time we're going to use a Taylor versus a Breedlove on the same song, same mic position, same equipment, and to see which one you like better, which one I like better, and how it's going to fit into the recording. And a couple of notes on these guitars. This Taylor is really designed to be a finger-picking guitar, not so much strumming. And this guitar is probably more of a universal type guitar. You can use it for anything. But today we're going to compare them by doing a little bit of fingernail strumming on both guitars in this song to see what they sound like side by side. So this guitar is probably in the $4,000 to $6,000 range, maybe more depending, maybe a little bit less depending, but somewhere in that range. And this one's about 90% cheaper in the $400 to $600, maybe $700 range. So let's see what they sound like side by side. Now we've already recorded the grand piano part. We've already recorded the bass, the drums, and now we're adding acoustic guitars. We have several to choose from, but today's episode is about comparing these two fine guitars that a good friend of mine named Jim loaned me for this video shoot here. So I'm excited to use them. A little bit about this series. If you're here for the first time, you can click the card above here. I'm trying to point with my thumb here. If you want to watch the series from the beginning, you can click that link there. It'll take you to the beginning. There's also tech videos on the equipment that I use and a little more detail. There are videos on that as well. So let's get started. I'm going to hang this Breedlove back up on the wall, and we're going to start with the Taylor. It's a real balancing act here. I'm in a small room here, about 4 by 5, with about an 8-foot ceiling, and kind of like a little guitar store of my own here. Best part is my friend loaned me these guitars, so there's no price tag on them. I like that part. And to begin with, this is a Taylor Doyle Dykes signature. This has a really beautiful neck on it. It's one of my favorite guitars, and I couldn't wait to use it on a recording. It does have a built-in pickup, but today we're using AKG 414, and there is information in this video about the actual setup of the sound equipment and the string of equipment that this microphone goes through to get to the DAW, the DAW. In this case, we're using Digital Performer, Mark of the Unicorn Digital Performer 10. But this guitar has such a beautiful tone to it, and I'm going to play both these guitars today without a pick. The strings on this guitar is, got two different sets here. Elixir Nanoweb, I guess they are, and it's 11 and oops, got a glare there. 11 on the high E and a 52 on the low E, and the Breedlove has the same type of string but a little heavier gauge. We'll talk about that when I switch guitars. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play a track that's been pre-recorded. I've already tested it, so we don't have to go through that, and delete that track right now. And always a good idea if you're watching these videos to learn how to do this on your own. Make sure you test your equipment first, and we've already done that, so we're good to go. Since you made it this far in the video, welcome to Craig Colley Music, where I help you to make, mix, master, and market retail-ready music. We know it's a competitive, cluttered, and congested world out there, and we're here to do everything we can to help you. If you'd like to receive more information and watch more videos just like this one, hit the subscribe button right now and ring the bell. That way you won't miss out on any of the free stuff coming your way. So the track is going to be grand piano, bass, and drums, and then I'm going to add this guitar to it. And this first take, I'm going to play it all the way through. If there are little hiccups and things I had to come back and fix, we'll do that after I play this as a full run through. So I'm going to put my headphones on and balance this guitar in the meantime. I don't want to mar the finish any more than I already had. As Jim sitting over here going, yep, he's the one who put the ding in it already with his, probably one of his fingers. So sorry about that. But we're all tuned up and we are good to go. So here we go with our first take. We're going to go from the top. So it sounds great. So what we're going to do is going to listen and pick up some areas that I need to fix. So I'm going to listen through and punch in where I need to. Tell you one thing I can tell right away that I like is how percussive that is on that downbeat right there. Big, huge Taylor sound. I mean, what guitar doesn't like a D, A, and E combo? That's awesome. Pick up that first chord right there. I didn't like the way that came in. Should be a little stronger. And go out a little bit here. Go out there. So just need a little bit of that one. There you go. We'll listen. Like in here, there, I did it was a little harder than I played the first time, so I had to redo it a little softer. Listen. Now these edits that you hear, I'm going to fix those in the next session. I want to keep this creative and not too technical, but I know what I have to work with. So, and I know when I hear something, I'll be able to fix and adjust it later. If not, I will be recording that now. So continue on. So I'm going to go all the way out to this point here and re-record that part because now that was messed up. So we're going to go in, let's go back here somewhere and find the in spot. There we go. Starting from here, from the extra bar. Listen to that. This would be a situation where I'd solo it. I want to make sure that's clean there. And you get just that part there. Listen. Now I'll fix that little blurb right there just to make sure that's clean. Slide this out of the way. Oops. Crossfade on that. Nope. So, since I've got that like that, we're going to do this different. I can see I hit it a little too soon, but I'm going to fade that out before it happens. And this happens so fast you're not going to even hear that gap. Good example of just knowing what you're going to hear in a final mix. If I solo that, you'd hear that gap. Although it goes to silence, potentially there's a break in the music there. But once again, don't spend time on things that you're never going to hear. Oop, got my out point set by mistake there. Move this bar out. Beautiful. Now, if you've seen other videos, you know that I can still move things around when it comes to these really tight endings, where there's the piano part, maybe the guitar's a little ahead of it, and the piano chord there, right in this section, the guitar's a little ahead of it. But I'll fix that in a mix session or an editing session versus now. So I'm very happy with that guitar. It sounds really full, really, really huge, especially in those big D-A turnarounds. That's awesome. So now, let's go and let's switch to the Breedlove and see what we got. This is another beautiful guitar from Jim's collection. Sitting over here joining me in the studio today. So we got it all tuned up, and one thing I want to talk about briefly is that there are certain chords on the guitar that only work when you tune for them. And because this song is mainly in E, I'm tuning mainly for the E chord. And I go to a lot of depth in this other video here as far as chord tuning on guitars for recording purposes. But in general, this is an E song, so the B is always one of those strings that tends to be sharp or flat, and sometimes the G string too, depending on the chord. So there's some blocking going on in this where I play an A chord like with an open B, and then which would normally go to the C sharp, but it's sharp. So I deaden it. So it sounds like that, but in the mix you'll never hear that. But if I didn't, it's sharp and it won't work that way. So in this case, I had to always make a compromise on the B string. Now this is going to hit a D and an A, so there is that consideration, but they're going so fast that it won't be as noticeable. So the B is always tuned a little bit flat, typically, as it is in this song. And this guitar has a nice cutaway here, has a built-in pickup with a tuner, which is a really nice feature. This is a Breedlove Pursuit, and I can tell right off the bat that the neck is a little bit thicker right here than the Taylor. I can feel that right away. And it's a very smooth satin neck, and it moves. I can tell that it's much quicker on the glide of the movement of the neck, which on this song there are several fast movements on the guitar, where that's going to probably be an advantage with this guitar. Very bright guitar. Once again, not using a pick. And the strings on this one is also the Elixir Nanoweb. And on this one, it is a 1253. So a little heavier on the E and the high E and the bottom E. So we'll see how that works. And we're going to now mute the Taylor track. And I'm going to turn on the Breedlove track. And I'm going to do the whole thing from the top again with this guitar. Set up my endpoint. Give myself a little running start here. Make sure my out point is all the way to the end, which it wasn't, so I'll drag that out here. And I'll play through the whole track and then go back and fix what I need to. Once again, the mic, same placement, equipment all the same, so we get a real clean comparison. This video is not the technical aspects of going into the wood and the frets and the details of the guitar. It's more about the sound. How does the sound compared to it? And that's what my video is mostly about, what it sounds like. You can go deep into the tech, but not in the creative videos, and that's what this one's all about. And here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so now let's have a little fun and let's hear what this sounds like with both guitars. And what I'm going to do on the mix, I'm going to take them and I'm going to pan them left and right. So here they are here. Here's the Taylor. And there is the Breedlove. And equal volume. And now just to hear what the mix sounds like with the two guitars, and you're going to hear a very wide image sound here. Now, add the track. So these are way louder than they would be in the mix, but we're going to do a little comparison now. So first, we're going to hear just the Taylor, same spot. Actually, I'll keep this up and I'll do it over in this window here. So just the Taylor this time. Now with the Breedlove. Now let's solo them. Once again, just the Taylor. And the Breedlove. Taylor. Breedlove. They both have their unique characteristics. Now this is both of them together. This will actually simulate kind of a 12-string sound. Now put that back in the mix. It's pretty powerful with both. Let's hear each of them on that DA E turnaround. Back this up a little bit. Okay, so this is the Taylor. Breedlove. You can hear right away the Taylor is definitely a bigger sounding guitar. Here's the Taylor again. And the Breedlove. That's the Taylor. Breedlove. Taylor. So quite a difference. One other thing that I like to do at times is take the two guitars, instead of splitting them, I'll just pan them both to one side, because on this other side there may be an electric guitar that may be added that would be pan left, so see what this sounds like pan right. Now we'll just solo each guitar and see what they sound like on their own pan to the side. So that's the Taylor. So I'm excited. These guitars sound great no matter what you do with them. So what I'm curious is what you think as far as these tracks go. Do you like the Taylor better? Do you like the Breedlove better? Do you like them together? Do you like them split? Do you like the panned wide? And once again, as we're building the song, there's going to be other things we're going to add to it. This isn't it in its entirety. However, this is a great comparison of two excellent guitars. Think about this. We're using no effects, no EQ, nothing except what it's going through with a preamp, a tube compressor, hitting the digital audio converter straight into the DAW, which is the digital audio workstation. Doing nothing to it. It sounds like this to begin with. So I always focus on getting a great sound going in. Don't try and polish the pig later, because that's all you'll be doing if you don't start with something. Now, fortunately, I have a friend Jim here who is like has all these guitars, so it makes it a lot easier. Now, I have some nice guitars too, but these are beautiful. So we wanted to try them out today. Well, I hope you enjoyed this today, comparing these two fine guitars. Once again, a very beautiful, expensive guitar and a very beautiful, affordable guitar, and how they sound if you practice. Make sure you know what you're going to play first. We used a finger strumming style on it today. We didn't use a pick on these guitars, and got a really strong comparison of what these guitars can sound like in a similar environment. I guess the question always arises, do you spend $4,000 on a guitar or $400 on a guitar, depending on what you're going to use it for and how it's going to sound? I always come from how it sounds, and they both sounded fantastic. There's some differences for sure, but in the mix of things, they both worked equally as well. And I'm not sure how I'm going to use them, but we'll find out when we get to the final mix on this song as we continue this journey. If you're joining me for the first time or a return visitor, please subscribe, ring the bell, and that way you'll be notified about new videos that are coming out. I do a premiere every week and often go live, and that way you'll be notified. And honestly, the only way a YouTube channel can grow is if we have subscribers and the subscribers leave comments. So you could really help me out by doing just that one thing. I'm providing everything I can for you, and hopefully it's enjoyable and there's something here to learn. But please subscribe and leave a comment. That would really be appreciated. So in conclusion, I'm really curious as to what you think. Please leave a comment and let me know which guitar you like better. Did you like it panned back and forth? Did you like it on side by side? Did you like them together, separately? Let me know what you think. That'd be awesome. So this is Craig from Craig Colley Music signing off. Hope you enjoyed our comparison today, our Taylor Breedlove shootout, so to speak. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care, and we'll see you then. And we're done. That's it. It's over. Okay. Putting this down now. I go through this. Oh yeah. I have to turn it off. Bye.